All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Waharakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. And peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out here toiling in this truth. I'm Pathaka Moth GMS Dallas, and I'm in transit on my way to camp. And I don't know, the spirit just jumped on me. I just wanted to put something down real quick. I don't know what I'm going to title this yet. I think something along the lines of, the final warning is going out to you Israelites, man. But when I say the Israelites, I'm speaking to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians of Negroid descent. You make up the 12 tribes of Israel, man, the true biblical Israelites. It's not those people in the land claiming to be Israelis and Jewish today, man. Those are not the people of the Lord, man. They don't fit the prophecies. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians do fit the prophecies to a T, man, perfectly, So, you are the true biblical Israelites. You are the chosen people, the chosen nation of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh being the Heavenly Father who sits on high on the throne in heaven, whom the world ignorantly refers to as God, Jehovah, Yahweh, Ahaya. None of those are his true biblical names. That's not his name, man. His name is Yahweh. Yahweh is the name of the Father, which means he is, he to be. He exists, man. You know what I'm saying? And his only begotten Son, the first created spirit, the first among many brethren, the Messiah, whom the world ignorantly refers to as Jesus Christ. His true biblical name is Yahweh Shai, man, and it means he the deliverer, which his name is an omen nomen, man, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He's coming back. He's going to return soon to deliver his people from the hands of their enemies, as it says in Luke, the first chapter, man, So, and all those that hate us, you know what I'm saying? Which that's all 17 other nations, especially the nation of Edom, man, who go back to your forefather Esau, who is the so-called self-proclaimed white man, woman, and child, man. You're the true biblical Edomites, the red Hebrew Edomites. You know what I'm saying? And that's why that term redneck and, is in the earth where you're concerned. You get red, flustered, red mad, red for everything. Red when you're cold, red when you're hot, everything turns you red, man. You get too much sun, you turn red because you're the red people, man. It's not the Native Americans, man. I'm Native Americans. Salaki, I'm Native American, and I'm brown, man. You know what I'm saying? So, we now know the truth, and we're out here warning you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, to come back to your power, man, to return to your heritage as Israelites, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who Yahweh Shai is returning to save, man. So we're coming out to warn, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is the final warning, man. That final curtain call is here, man. You know what I'm saying? So without any further ado, this is Isaiah 58:1, and it reads, "Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins." And of course, the house of Jacob represents the Israelites, man. And because Jacob is our forefather, whose name was changed from Jacob to Israel when he fought the angel and won, man. You know what I'm saying? His name got turned to Israel, and he birthed 12 sons, man, which are those patriarchs, man. Which is the beginning of the nation of Israel, man. And it says, it says to cry aloud, spare not. So we come out, I'm headed out now to camp, man, where we're going to be crying aloud. You know what I'm saying? Raising up our voice, man. It says spare not, because we're not worried about how you feel, man. We're not worried about your feelings, man. We're not here to pacify you. We're to tell you, thus saith the Lord, man. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. That means say it loud, man. And when we're out there teaching, you can hear the teachings from blocks over, man. Raise your voice, lift up your voice like a trumpet, man. Because our big brother Yahweh Shai had a voice, the voice of many waters, man. He had a very loud, powerful voice. That's how you know the people of the Lord as well, man. It ain't these soft-spoken so-called white people, man. These Edomites. Why always complaining? Why y'all gotta talk, yell, and you know, that's scary to them, man. Well, it's not scary to the next Jake, man, because we're used to it. That's how you know who the people are, man. Getting scared and stuff because of your voice is raised a little. They some punk ass people, Salakia, forgive my French. But Esau is a little punk, man. You know what I'm saying? So we know they're not the people because of that old soft nature that they have, man. But it says, raise up, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, man. The transgressions of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know what I'm saying? Which you're still doing to this very day, man. Transgressing the laws of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, which you pile in these churches in troops, as the scriptures say, in these harlot houses to learn lies, man. Where they're going to tell you that the laws of the Lord are done away with. They don't matter anymore. When we're reading, the Lord is telling us to lift up our voice and show you your transgressions. That's your transgression. You're going off, man. You're breaking the laws of the Lord, which are not done away with. And the scriptures clearly go into that, but that's another lesson for another day. And we're showing the house of Jacob, you Israelites, your sins, man. We're showing you your sins because the reason that you're in the predicament that you're in, that you don't understand to this very day, and it's why when you read like in Malachi, the 1st chapter, it says, wherein hast thou loved us, man? Which our people always questioned the Lord. There's an account in I believe it's in the book of Kings, dealing with Gideon, where he did the same thing, man. Questioning, the Lord, man. Questioning that love, man. So, hey, our people have always done that, man. But Jake today has no idea, no clue. Well, you're in that situation, that predicament, because of your own sins, man, your transgressions, man. And the Lord clearly said in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, in verse 15, and it reads, but just Deuteronomy 28:15, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee, which is what happened, man. Jake, hard-headed, man, not listening, not wanting to do what they're told, going off, loving wickedness, loving being wicked, sinning, committing iniquity, which sin is the breaking of the laws, and iniquity is sin upon sin, man. So Jake is laden, as the scriptures say, in iniquity, man. I believe that's in Isaiah, the 1st chapter. Laden, people laden in iniquity, man. Laden, like a ladle. It goes back to a ladle. It's spread over the nation of Israel like a blanket, man. Laden in iniquity, man, because Israel commits sin upon sin, man. It's a constant, everyday, all-day thing for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. Sin upon sin, which that's why you're in a predicament that you're in. I'll read it again, Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai thy power, to observe to do all his commandments. All his commandments. There's more than 10, man. And then you got the likes of that devil demon Creflo dollar signs, or whatever his name is, Creflo, give me them dollars, telling you we got to get rid of the Big 10. So he teaching that you shouldn't keep any laws, man. Which there's more than 10. There's 613 laws, man. And it says keep all of them. To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So being hard-headed, man, not doing what the Lord told you, commanded you to do, got you curses, man. And when you read those curses all the way down to 68, verse 68, it goes into everything that Jake is going through today, man, including us going into slavery, man, by way of slave ships, man. Proving that the transatlantic trade, slave trade, is what the Bible is talking about, and proves that we're the people, man, the people of the Lord, man. Which that slave trade started back in 1492 with the Northern Kingdom, man, the so-called Hispanics and Native Americans, man, which they have no idea about that history, man. You know, and you tell them that, and it blows their mind, man, because they don't know about that history, man. Which that's all Esau. You know, he didn't want them to know, because they would have known that they're the same people. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the same people, and they didn't want that, man. They wanted that division, you know. So we you know, you're responsible for your own the position that you're in, man. You know, your predicament, you know, because you went off. The Lord said, when you read up in the first verse, he tells you what would happen if you would listen, man. You know, if you listened, he said he was going to give you blessings, man. But if you didn't hearken, you was going to get curses, and you didn't hearken, and you've been under the curses for the last 500 plus years, man. So you got the men of the Lord out here, which are the watchmen, you know, warning, man. You know, we're telling you these things, and thus said the Lord, and to come back, man, which we already know this thing is set up. The elect is the only one that's going to return, man. The remnant shall return, as it says in Isaiah the 10th chapter, man. This is Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. So we're the watchmen, man, you know. Therefore, hear the words at my mouth and give them warning from me. There it is again. You know, the Lord is warning, man. He's warning, man. This is we're at that final warning. That final curtain call is at hand, man. It says, verse 18, when I say unto the wicked, which we know the wicked represents the nation, a particular nation, but the wicked represents Esau, which is the wicked of the Bible, these other heathen nations, and 2/3 of Israel, man. You're considered the wicked in these times, man. You know, because you're not doing anything that the Lord commanded you to do, man. So that makes you wicked. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity. So, hey, if we don't warn you, you're still going to die. You're going to die in your iniquity, but guess what? That's not the end of it. But his blood will I require at thine hand. So your blood will be required at my hand, at our hand, if we don't warn you, man. You know, thus said the Lord. He said to warn, man. You know, Isaiah 58:1 said to warn you. Show your transgressions, man. Cry aloud. You know, here's that warning again, man. Verse 19. Yet, if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall surely die in his iniquity. So if we warn you, if we do warn you and you don't change, you're going to die. You're going to die in those iniquities. But there's a different outcome for the men of the Lord that's out here warning you, man. It says, but thou hast delivered thy soul. So that's why we come out to warn you people, man. Warn you Israelites, man. That's why we go out on highways and byways. That's why we do these lessons, man. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to show our people, you know, hey, come back. Come back. You know? Come back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Come back to your heritage, man, because the Lord is about to drop that hammer, man. You know what I'm saying? He's about to drop that hammer. You know? Because we're at the end of this devil's reign and rulership, man. His society, his kingdom, man. Amos. This is Amos chapter 9 and verse 8. And it reads, behold, the eyes of the Lord power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai power, are upon the sinful kingdom. And that sinful kingdom is talking about you Israelites, man, first and foremost. Now twofold, it's also talking about America, man, and these Edomites, man, you know, their kingdom. you know, but it's talking about you Israelites, man, as well. The eyes of the Lord are the chariots, man, the so-called UFOs, man, you know, and those sightings, man, are off the chain right now, man. You know, the chariots are presenting themselves, man. They're not UFOs, they're IFOs. They're identified flying objects. We know what they are. They're the chariots of the Most High Yahweh, the chariots of Israel, man. And they're watching, man. Their eyes, as it says, Amos 9:8, behold, the eyes of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai power are upon the sinful kingdom. The sinful kingdom. Sinful nation, as the scriptures say, man. You know, which is today, man, America. You know, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. So the Most High is about to destroy the sinful kingdom of Israel off the face of the earth, and he's going to destroy this sinful kingdom that's controlled and ran by you Edomites off the face of the earth, man, because pursuant to Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. You know, and we know the wicked, pursuant to Malachi, the 1st chapter, and verse 4, are you Edomites, man. You know, you're the borders of wickedness. Everywhere you go, you bring your wickedness and set up wickedness, man. It says, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So the Most High is not going to destroy the entire nation, you know, because the remnant is returning, man. You know, Isaiah 10:20. Isaiah 10:20. Oh, Salakia. Isaiah chapter 10. And verse 20. It's Isaiah 10:20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them. So we ain't gonna stay upon, we're not gonna rely upon this devil anymore, but shall stay upon Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the Holy One of Israel in truth. We're gonna rely on our power, man. The remnant is returning. We're coming back to our power, man. You know what I'm saying? Because pursuant to Zechariah, let me get this and I'll bring this lesson to a close. Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8. It reads, Zechariah 13:8, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, it's talking about all the land of America, said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, 2 parts, which is the 2/3, the majority of the nation of Israel, therein shall be cut off and die, but the 1/3 shall be left therein. So the Most High is going to leave the 1/3, man, for salvation. The 1/3 is going to be saved, man. You know what I'm saying? It's that 1/3, the elect. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, man, we're in the times. We're in those times. As a matter of fact, let me get one more. Habakkuk 2. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1. And it reads, I will stand upon my watch. Again, the men of the Lord, man. You know, the servants, the prophets, man. You know, we're standing upon our watch, man. You know. And set me upon the tower. Because that's what we do. We get on, you know, the Lord, when we're watching out, when a watchman watches, he gets up on a tower so he can see great distances and to see when an evil threat is coming, man. So we can warn the people, man. Well, we're warning because at one point, the destruction and all these terrible things that the Lord is about to bring was far off, man. You know, and we've been warning, man. You know, this truth has been out here since the latter 60s, man. You know, so it's been out here a while. You know, so there's going to be no excuse. It says, and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Verse 2, and Yahweh Bashem Yahushai answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. You know, and that's exactly what we're doing, man. We're running, man. You know, we've heard the you know, the breakdowns and you know, we're returning. We're seeing the prophecies come to pass, you know, and we're running. We're telling, you know what I'm saying? We're those modern day heralds, you know, just like that back in the day. The redcoats are coming. He was running and telling and warning, man. We're doing the same thing. We're the spiritual heralds. You know what I'm saying? Verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, you know, because everything that's written in this book has a set time. This devil has a set time to rule, man. You know what I'm saying? Which we're at the end of this devil's rulership, and all of these prophecies are coming to pass, man. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So these prophecies are speaking. You know, they're speaking. They're you know, jumping off the pages, you know, in these times, man. So we're out here warning our people, man, you know, of what's coming, man. The trying times coming. You know, you got Jacob's trouble at hand, you know, which is going to spark off, you know, there's going to be race wars going on, you know, famine is coming, you know, martial law, the chip, the microchip, which is the mark of the beast, you know, World War III, you know, all these, there's a lot of things coming, man. It's finna get very ugly, man. That's why in Daniel's the 12th chapter, you know, the archangel Michael is going to have to intercede, man, because it's going to get so ugly down here, man, you know. So we're out here warning, man, and that's the message, man. You know, we're the watchers, man, set up to warn the nation of Israel, you know, and that's what we're doing, man. When we do these lessons, you know what I'm saying? They're to edification, to edify, but at the same time, we're warning you, man. We're telling our people what's coming, man. You know, we're telling you that you have an enemy, man. You know what I'm saying? The so-called self-proclaimed white man is your enemy. Of course, all other 17 nations, but especially the so-called white man. He's your enemy, man. He's not your friend. You know, so we're warning you. We're telling you that he's finna bring some terrible things your way. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is gonna allow it, man. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna allow this devil to do what he's gonna do, man. You know, because prophecy has to be fulfilled. You know, the slain of the Lord shall be many, man. And we know that this devil, pursuing the Psalms, the 17th chapter in verse 13, is the sword of the Lord, man. So he's gonna allow this devil to do some terrible things, man. You know, but and we're coming out to warn, man. So, you know, hey, with that, you know, I made it to camp, so the spirit jumped on me. Want to do a quick, you know, lay something down real quick, put something on wax, you know, get something published, and you know, hopefully this was edifying. I know I was kind of all over the place, you know, but hopefully it was edifying to the hopeful elect, which I hope to be a part of. You know, with that, giving all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayath, Shah Dawadat, Shalom.